Hi guys, how's it going? You okay? So I wanted to touch on a slightly different topic today. Um, some of you may have come across um, a renowned astrophysicist known as, who his name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm actually a great fan of his and his podcast Star Talk at the moment, but he made a comment a little while back where he theorized that the Muslim world fell behind in science because of an individual called Imam Ghazali. Ghazali, who was an Islamic scholar, lived at a time when, Baghdad was ruled largely by the Mutazilite school of thought within Islam. This is regarded as a more rationalist school, a less dogmatic school than the ones that we see today, and very much influenced by Greek logic and philosophy. One of the things they believed in was, physics, cause and effect. That they believed that God created the universe, but then allowed the laws of nature to play themselves out. Ghazali took issue with that because to him this limited the power of God. Because if you believe in a universe where the laws of nature are just allowed to play out, then where does God have an opportunity to intervene? So he largely rebelled against this idea. But to cut a long story short, it is believed by many that when the Mutazilite school died out in Baghdad, this led to the gradual decline of science and academia in the Muslim world, and brought it to where we sort of see it today. 100 years after the time of Ghazali, lived an individual called Ibn Rushd in Muslim Spain and Morocco. He was a sort of intellectual opposite of Ghazali. He did very much believe in the rationalist method. He wasn't as dogmatic. And he, as a result, so many of his ideas, he even wrote a book actually, Incoherence of the Incoherence, refuting Ghazali. His ideas went on to be transmitted to Europe, which many people credit with beginning the Renaissance in Europe, when Europe came out of its dark ages and became, a scientific powerhouse in the world. The Muslim world, on the other hand, followed Ghazali and then fell behind in science and academia. Look at the timeline here. 800 to 1050 AD is seen as a golden age in the Muslim world in terms of science. And the bulk of the scientists and mathematicians did actually live during that time. If you even just do a quick Wikipedia search, these scientists, you'll look at the dates when they lived, when they died, when they did their works. It fits within that time period. There is another argument that says that the reason that science declined in the Muslim world was because of the Mongol invasions, because the Mongols, of course, did invade Baghdad, decimating Baghdad. But then, of course, if the culture of learning had remained in the Muslim world, it would have bounced back and gone back to where it was. So this question was Ghazali responsible for the decline of science and academia in the Muslim world? Look forward to your comments. Something that I need to learn about in more detail. But yeah, thanks for watching.